This is week 5 progress report for robot hockey. This week's assignments, we continued working on the remote control for our robots, as well as continuing doing motor testing to make sure that we can get code to work with our motors. We also worked on a secondary front motor for turning of the robot. We did the concept map out for a robot and the CAD modeling, as well as we started chassis remote manufacturing for the physical bits of it, as well as mentioning some issues that have come up for us.
For our remote control, it is all wired up now. From the left, you can see kind of the diagram, but we're only using one joystick and not two. On the right, you can see everything's powering just fine. We will get a programmer from Fecker-Mondi, or we will use the Arduino Uno to upload our program to it, but everything's running smooth for our controller.
So for our motor, we confirmed that it works already by already hooking it up directly to the battery. But in terms of integrating it into our circuit with the Arduino, we are running into issues with getting it to spin with our current code.
So for the turning motor, currently we had coded up a servo motor that when you press a button, it'll turn one way, press another button, it'll turn another way, as demonstrated in this video right here. There goes left turning, then this one does right turning. And the idea is that this little servo motor for the Arduino will replace this motor that's already on the RC car, or we'll use the code and it'll directly go towards this motor that's already in it.
So for the final layout for the RC car, it's the front axle will have a stepper motor that will allow it to turn left and right. Sitting on top of that front axle is the Arduino itself. Behind it is the 12-volt battery pack with this breadboard sitting on top of it. And then finally the motor itself, which will be driving the entire car. Manufacturing has begun, and we're going to be taking a Dremel tool to the car and removing parts and components to the car itself that are no longer needed. And we'll be making a CVT-like system, pulley system for the motor and axle, as the gears do not currently mesh together.
So issues that have come up for this last week or so, we had originally different motors ordered, but the company essentially denied our order for reasons unknown. Luckily, Tavis, one of our group members, had other motors on hand that we were able to use that still will work. They're just very high RPM. As well as David mentioned prior, our gears are not matching up directly with the gear on our axle. And so Tavis is the one working on making that kind of CVT system to make it work better, basically using some kind of rubber band or some along those lines to make the gears mesh together better. And so if you have any questions on our progress, you can contact me or Tavis. And yeah, that's week 5 progress.